Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to episode number 43 of our Islanders GM mode. So, in last episode, we did the off season. We drafted, I don't even remember what the player's name was, but we did the draft, and then we also went and did free agency and obviously our re-sign stage. We had to make a bit of a blockbuster trade, trading away Parker Witherspoon, our second and third from this year. We picked up a nice defensive piece just for 1 year because he's close to retirement. He's only got a 1 year deal, so I figured why not bolster our defense. We released Leddy, so we needed a new defenseman. So Ryan McDonough is now one of our new number one defensemen with Ryan Pulock, so nice defensive pairing. So yeah, McDonough should help out with a good playoff run. He's better than Nick Leddy, but yeah, it sucks that Nick Leddy had to go, so that's basically what happened in that. And we also traded, like I said, Parker Witherspoon to the Calgary Flames for him. So Parker Witherspoon didn't put up much numbers with us, so I wish him all the best, obviously in Calgary, but we had to move him eventually. So, and also, what is it? Oh yeah, McMillan's now in the NHL. Good, he's in 84 to start the season. So yeah, we're kind of weak goaltending wise, but McMillan's probably going to start playing good, hopefully, like he did last season. Hopefully, McDonough helps us get to a Stanley Cup Finals. That's the only reason we traded for him. Because to help maybe with the playoff push, he's probably going to retire at the end of the season anyways. Well, yeah, he's also going to become a free agent anyways. Like, we'll just release him probably. So in the preseason, once this dialogue box again appears, we go 6-0-1. So a very successful preseason. I don't know if that's going to continue to the regular season, but that's a very good record, obviously, for that. So, let's see. Leading us in points during the preseason was Ho-Sang, Tavares, and Alcoli. I don't know why Ho-Sang was up there. Did I put Ho-Sang back to the first line, or is he on the third line still? And then we have Pulock with 6, Tkachuk with 5, Prince with 5, Sunster with 4, Grellinger 4, all these other guys. Also, I forgot to mention, Velarde's up to an 88, which might be the highest I've actually seen him in a GM mode, so that's really nice. And all these guys had points. And in our goaltending, let's see, McMillan played 5 games and went 5-0. Wow. See, like, this goalie's like an undefeated goalie almost. 2.36 goals against average and 921 save percentage. And then also Soderstrom played great. He played 2 games. He went 1-0 with a 933 save percentage and a 194 goals against. So both of our goalies playing pretty good in the preseason. I'm not sure if that'll continue during the regular season, but that's good news if it is. Let's just check my lines quickly because I don't know if I have Ho-Sang first line because I don't want him on my first line. Unless it's just because, yeah, that could have been all power play. Yeah, I think they're all still in the power play. And, oh yeah, we should put, yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to change up the power play again, because, yeah, we're going to change up this power play a bit, because last year, I don't know if you guys remember, Draisaitl complained about his ice time because he wasn't on the power play, I think. So we're going to have to keep Draisaitl onto the power play. So we'll get Draisaitl on this side, and Prince on this side, and Velarde to center them. So hopefully nobody complains about their ice time, but that's a look at our power play unit to start the season. So okay, let's just sim to the first game of the season. We're gonna slow sim the first game of the season, but then yeah, the rest of them are just gonna get quick simmed, obviously, just because I want to see how our team starts playing with like McDonough and stuff like that, like our new acquisitions. See if our team's good for the first game, and hopefully that continues into the next few games as well. So first game of the season against the Washington Capitals. We played them in the playoffs before, so we know what they're about. First period, and it's 3-0 Caps. Well, not a good first period for McMillan as a starter. Vrana, Wilsey, and Carlson. So 3 goals on 11 shots. He's probably gotten yanked, I'd assume, but not sure. Second period still 3-0, but 21 shots now. So a bit of a bounce back period for McMillan, but still not a good first game as a starter. And third period, they make it 4-0. So McMillan was in that the entire game. but not a good game at all to start off his starting role career. But you can say that it was just against the Caps, which are a good offensive team, obviously. So who knows? Let's just sim up to November 1st and get the season underway. So there's a 4-2 win over Arizona. So we bounced back with a nice win. And there's a 5-2 win over the Canucks. See, maybe we're better with the normal simulation and not the slow time simulation thing. So there's an overtime win. And we're not allowing a lot of goals, actually. 2 goals, 1 goal. So the first game was the worst, obviously. So we're going to send out the scout. We've already scouted the OHL. We're going to go to the QMJHL. Just want to get Canada scouted again. There's a loss to Nashville. Now we have Montreal and Pittsburgh. And there's a loss and another loss. So we're 3-4-0 in our first 7. So not the best start to the season. But hopefully that can continues to incline throughout the rest of the season. And so yeah, our first month, that was probably one of the worst first months we've had since not making the playoffs. 4-6-0 in our first 10. Let's just see what is going up with our team, and then maybe we'll make some changes. If not, we'll just see if the simulation starts to pick up for us or not. So Shane Pern's still leading us in points like last year, 8 points. Doc Hoy's 7, and good at all. Tavares has only got 5 points. Growlinger's 4 points. So Growlinger might have a career year this year. And McDonough's only got 1 assist. Wow. I don't understand that. Considering he's an 88 and he's on the first defensive pair and he's only got 1 assist. So I don't know if it's because we have him or not. Let's see, goaltending. Yeah, McMillan's not played good to start his career. 1-4, 4.01 goals against average. So this is not like him from last season. But Soderstrom's playing good, so yeah, I don't know what to make of that right now. Let's just check if our power play's been playing good or whatnot. So not necessarily an entire league. So goals against, we're probably allowing the most goals. Yeah, we're one of the worst for goals against currently. We have one of the best power plays though. So our power play does not need changing. And our penalty kill is horrible, 68%. Yeah, okay, that's definitely what we need to change up is our penalty kill. That's probably the reason why we're losing games is because our penalty kill is so horrible. So let's see, what does our penalty kill even look like? Because I don't really adjust the special teams that much. So penalty kill. So Leon Draisaitl, does he have good defensive awareness? 84. And Vardy 83 and Tkachuk 81. That's not bad, but then the defenseman, I guess, maybe that's the reason. Yeah, let's just see if we could, maybe it's because Growlinger's on the penalty kill, but he's got good defensive stats as well. Let's just try and split up some of these defensemen. Yeah, there you go. I don't know if that's going to do anything, but damn, 68%, that's not good. So yeah, both of our goalies are 84s. Just, I guess they'll just kind of split around the ice time a bit. But yeah, let's just see if the simulation starts to be better in our favor. As that was not a successful first month. 4-6-0, not good at all. Let's go up to the 30th, November 30th. And see if we could have a good month in this one. So, first game of the month is against LA, who's been good. And we win, nice. Game against Anaheim, and that's another win. So, and not a lot of goals against actually too, so that's pretty nice. Game against Tampa Bay is another win, so I don't know if I changed any of the problems on the team or what, but we've now won 4 in a row. Now make that 5 in a row. Wow, good start to this month, obviously. And we have some player morale, probably players firing on all cylinders, I'd assume. So yeah, Leon Draisaitl, he's had some good recent performances. He liked calming last time, so there you go. Be calm to the nice little German guy. Well, he's not really little, but still. Let's see, can we get this streak live? Game against Pittsburgh, who's actually been playing good this season, is a shootout loss, so at least there's a point. But yeah, Pittsburgh last year didn't play very well, and now they're still without Crosby, which is pretty remarkable because obviously Crosby being the guy he was for Pittsburgh. He put up 1,500 points in his entire time here in Pittsburgh, apparently. There's a win, there's another win. So we've only lost one game currently, but that was a shootout loss this month. And there's another win. Wow. So great month for us. Wow. Yeah, we might have literally just broke this month completely. Yeah, holy shit, guys. I think, wait, do we have any more games this month? No, we do not. So this entire month, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 0-1 in 12 games during this preseason. We're currently on a 6-game winning streak heading into December. That is a great month. That's a good bounce back from that 4-6-0 first month. So that is great. Let's just see if there's been any signings. I don't know if I'll see the ones from last month or not, but yeah, we're all the way at first in our division. Only ahead of Pittsburgh by a point though. But that was a great month. And our locker room chemistry is up to an 86%, so I don't look at that often, but it seems like our team's getting good chemistry. I didn't actually check which team Nick Leddy signed on. I'll probably do that after this as well, because I'm just curious to see if he signed with a divisional rival. So there's actually been a trade. So Ottawa traded Kyle Turris away because I guess they're looking for the future more to Chicago, who's trying to win now, I guess, because Taze and Kane were retiring at the end of the season probably. In exchange for a first-round pick and Richard Malik, whoever that is. Interesting. So let's just see if we can find where Nick Leddy went during free agency. Hopefully it wasn't the New York Rangers. That would just be kind of a mean thing to see. So yeah, there's the points. So it looks like the first line's starting to play better, which is great. How's McDonough been playing? McDonough hasn't done really much for the team. 5 points, but oh well, it could be. You never know. Well, 35 is not really that old, but it's old for hockey player standards. So let's see, entire league. Let's see where Leddy went. So wow, McDavid's leading in points currently though, and Leddy. There's a lot of players to go through. But yeah, I'm curious to see where Nick Leddy went. Hopefully it was a Western Conference team, but if it was, just watch we'll face that team in the Stanley Cup Finals. Just because with our luck, you never know. Oh, there's Travis Hamonic. He's still playing in the NHL. 34. Yeah, he's dropping off a bit, but he's still with the Sens. I don't know if I traded him. No, I think I released him. Yeah, so he signed with the Sens. So he's only got 6 points in 24 games. So I guess it's good we got rid of him. Let's see. Almost at the L's. So we're almost there. Leddy should be right there. He signed with the Carolina Hurricanes. So wow, another one of our former players playing for the Carolina Hurricanes. So we've probably played against him this season. He's only got 3 games. So he's not having the best of years, but he didn't drop off at all. So nice pickup, Carolina. And then Anders Lee's actually still playing too. Another one of our former players. It's kind of funny. He's playing with the Rangers too. Being a little douchebag and signing with one of our rivals. But whatever, the Rangers, they're not too bad this season. Hopefully we don't have to play them in the playoffs because, yeah, they're a good team usually. But yeah, we actually haven't played the Rangers in the playoffs. We haven't had the Valve New York yet. I guess that's good news. Game against the Rangers, speaking of which, and we lose 4-2. So hopefully Lee had no points in that game against us. But yeah, that was our first loss in quite a while actually, but now we're starting to win games again. Wow, yeah, we're winning a lot of games. Hopefully, I don't know if we'll be able to win the President's Trophy this year. If we win a President's Trophy this year, I don't know if we'll win a Stanley Cup, but it would be nice to win a President's again 2 in 3 years. And we could kind of be like a dynasty of President's Trophies, not necessarily Stanley Cups, but Stanley Cups obviously would be better. Looks like every place in Europe is an A-. So might as well scout a lot of these places in Europe first before the United States, if we could get them all done. So yeah, look at that, 21, 8, and 2. So definitely very good, and our HL is actually doing good too, 16-6-4. So hopefully both those continue to be good. Yeah, we'll probably just go up to in this video because it might run a little late if I do the entire season, and then yeah, next episode will be the rest of the season, and then we'll start the playoffs in the next few episodes and that sort of thing. I think we should be in these playoffs again. We've made the playoffs a lot of years, so. Oh yeah, I just remembered in in one of my gym modes, the Islanders actually had a very good player. He actually grew to like a 99, but it was a player that like a random created randomly generated player that EA made. Vincent Beach or Vinny Beach, or yeah, I think it was Vinny Beach. But he was like a very good player for the Islanders during the GM mode, and then eventually he went to Chicago before he retired at like 38. So I think he actually retired in the last year of the thing that I ran. So scouting assignment again. Let's go. We went to Russia last time. Let's go to Sweden. So yeah, not as good of a month here, but we're still 25-14-2. So hopefully we still have a good push into these playoffs. So Ted Austin is on waivers. This guy's a defenseman, potential top 4 defenseman. I don't really like stealing. Yeah, I'm not gonna steal him. I don't really like stealing people off of waivers just because it seems a bit unfair. But yeah, he was 24 already, so he's probably not gonna grow that much more. And it was a low top 4 defenseman. It wasn't a medium, and he was 79 too. So more player morale to deal with. Let's see what it is. John Tavares, what do you have to say, Captain? He's really proud of the team. He likes demanding always, right? Yep. So yeah, look, we have 2 leaders now, McDonough and Tavares on our team, and then there's some presence, which is Pilok and Hosang. So yeah, I'm surprised Hosang dropped off because I remember, I think it was a few seasons ago, he was like an 86 and he was on our first line. And then, yeah, he just kind of dropped off a bit. So I don't know if he becomes a trade acquisition or trading asset, I should say, for like somebody else down the road, because he does want a lot of money for a third liner. So let's see, almost at the end of January. At the end of January, we are 31-15-2. So very good for sure. We still have a lot of hockey left to play, but let's see. We're running away with our division. 64 points. Next closest is Carolina with 55. So Nick Leddy might be making the playoffs with Carolina too. So I guess I shouldn't have said good luck in the getting that Stanley Cup, because hopefully they don't get the Stanley Cup this year. Necessarily, hopefully they do when we're kind of in a rebuilding stage. So let's see. Let's just check our player stats, I guess, currently. Considering we're pretty much at like the halfway point. So wow, Dalcoli's already got 51 points in 48 games. So Dalcoli's on pace for maybe close to a 100-point season. Tavares 45, Draisaitl 42. So very good acquisition to pick up Draisaitl. He's up to an 86 too, so very nice. Shane Prince 41, Strome 35. Velarde's already got 30, so probably another career year for Gabriel Velarde. Hosting only 25, Savard 24. Looks like a lot of depth playing points. McDonough's got 14, so he's starting to play a bit better. Tarasov's got 9 points, not bad, considering he's only an 80 overall. 7 goals though, so he's came through with some stuff. He's doing actually better than Grellinger. That's kind of sad to see. Grellinger's not been the best of defensemen. Like, we drafted him at 7th overall. I was hoping he'd grow a lot higher, but he hasn't been doing much. And then this Cole Day guy that we signed on free agency, he's still on a minor league deal too for another 2 years. He's doing pretty decent. Let's see. How's goaltending? So yeah, McMillan's been starting to play better. 2.38 goals against average, 19-9-0 with a 919 save percentage. So 19-9-9-19. What the hell is this? And then Soderstrom 2.85 goals against average. 12-6-2, 913 save percentage. So not as good of a goals against, but a pretty standard save percentage and a good win-to-loss ratio. So that's our player stats so far for the season. Where are we in video time? 20 minutes. So yeah, we'll sim another month. I think, or we'll sim another month because that'll go right up to the deadline. And then the next episode will be no, we need to sim the remainder of the season pretty much in this episode because, then the next episode would be playoffs because I can't really do the trade deadline. Like, I don't know what I would do after simming the trade deadline for like a month. It might be a really short episode if I did that. So we'll just get the rest of the season done in this episode, even though it might be a bit longer. So there's 3 losses in a row to start the month. Not good at all. Then there's a shootout win. Game against Dallas, who went to the Stanley Cup Finals last year. I think it looked like they were going to miss the playoffs this year, which is kind of weird. I guess Jamie Benn and Sagan retired. Yeah, they're 22, 27 and something. So it looks like Dallas Stars might not make the playoffs. And we're starting to lose a lot of games in this month. We've lost 6 of 7. So not looking good, at least in February. There's another loss, and there's our second win only of the month. And there's another loss. Hopefully we have a bounce back month. That's not a good month at all, guys. Our HL team's still playing great though. But yeah, we've literally only won 2 games this entire month in February. Hopefully March is a bit better. I don't even know what's happening with our team because we had a great last month. There's another win, and right up to the trade deadline, let's see, do we have another win? Yes, we do. We still are 35, 23, and 4, so we have still a great record. But, like, look at that. Now, all of a sudden, we have some teams kind of closing in on us. Well, Columbus, at least. So, let's just see what's available at this trade deadline, and if there's nothing, then we'll just go back to simulating the remainder of the season. I don't think we really need to make much trades because we have a pretty good team already. But always open to seeing what's available at least. So trading block, browse trading blocks. Anybody that's new on the trading block? Depre, no thanks. Luke Shen, no. Benero, Sergei Bobrovsky's there again. He's only got 1 year left, but we don't need him. Jake McCabe, 6, 1 year left. He might retire soon, you never know. Prospects, that's still Rankowitz. Jamie Benn's there. That'd be cool to bring in for a playoff run, but we don't really need him. Nando Eggenberger, that guy never seems to grow at all. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, bringing in another Edmonton Oiler. Colborne and Doughty, Guerrero, Gallagher and Price. McGinn, Wilson, some more prospects. Mike Hoffman, got his 2 years left though. Papineau, Rasmussen, some other prospects. Simmons, Hendrickson, Mrazek, Anderson, Roussel. Roussel, let's see him. 81, left wing grinder, yeah. Nah. Brian Little, Zuccarello, and Backstrom. Perot, and that's it. So, yeah, I don't think we really need to trade it for anything. Because I think we'll probably have a better month this month, because last month was such a horrible month. I think it'll kind of bounce back, and hopefully we still contain this first spot in our division. So yeah, we'll get the remainder of the season out of the way. This is a huge month, a lot of games actually in it too. And we started off with a win, so now we've won 4 in a row. So now we're starting to play better like we did 2 months ago. So hopefully this continues and we just secure that playoff spot soon. There's a loss to Winnipeg, back-to-back games against Carolina, a home and home, so against Nicoletti's Carolina Hurricanes. I don't know if Brock Nelson's still there or not, because that would be pretty funny if he was. Like, then literally there's Bonino retired, so 7-5 win over Chicago. We're 40-24-5. Game against Columbus, this team that's close to us, and we win. So it's a nice win. Divisional rivals, the New York Rangers, who are not making the playoffs, so it looks like they win. There's a win over Pittsburgh. It looks like we're playing way better this month in comparison to last month, so that's going to help us get into these playoffs. I think we've definitely made it to these playoffs with this type of record. But I'm not 100% sure, obviously, because I don't know what the standings look like. So there's another one. Probably not a President's Trophy winning season considering that horrible month, but at the start of April 1st, we're 46, 26, and 5. St. Louis looks like they're also making the playoffs this year, which means they're going to try and run for a cup again, even though they went out first round last year. So we clinched a playoff spot, and we are, how many points? 5 points above the second place team in our division. Let's see if we could maybe get Presidents. I don't know if there's a team running away with it, but let's just similar our last few. St. Louis, who we lost in the Stanley Cup Finals to, we win 5-1. Nice. Game against Carolina and Nick Leddy, we lose 3-0. Our HL team, though, is definitely make the playoffs down there, too, probably, so that's good. Game against New Jersey is another loss. And scouting assignment will go to Germany, I guess. Find a better Grellinger guy. I don't know. And there's a win over Ottawa last game of the season against New York Rangers. And it's a shootout loss. So we finished the season 48, I think. Yeah, 48, 28, and 6. We are the best team with 102 points. So another successful season, season simulation. Let's see if that transpires into the playoffs. Not our best regulation season, but let's see the entire league. We finish. Yeah, we didn't win the President's Trophy, but we were actually pretty close to winning it. Tampa Bay, it was going to squeak out with it. Yeah, Tampa Bay is going to squeak out with the President's Trophy this year, guys. I think they won it actually last year too, if I remember correctly, so that's kind of a story, back-to-back Presidents for them. And so let's see who we're up against in round number 1. It's going to be the Toronto Maple Leafs. So another matchup in the playoffs against Toronto. I'm not going to show you guys the lines because this episode's already running a bit long. Yeah, so I'm going to show you guys the lines to start next episode. And yeah, so let's first show you guys the playoff matchups. So Philadelphia and Carolina, us in Toronto, Ottawa and Boston, Florida and Tampa, so battle of Florida, St. Louis and Colorado, Arizona and Chicago, LA and San Jose, and Anaheim and Vancouver. So who was the Stanley Cup champion last year? Detroit didn't even make the playoffs this year, so there's a new champion already. One of these guys that are going to win the Stanley Cup for either the first time or another one to add to their little dynasty. So anyways, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. So we'll see you guys up here when we face the Toronto Maple Leafs in round number 1. So peace out.